Good morning and Jai Hind everyone. So today we solve question number 21. Let f is such that n to union of 0 to n union of 0 be defined by fn is equal to n plus 1 if n is even and n minus 1 if n is odd, so that f is invertible, and also find the value of f inverse. So up to the question so that f is invertible, actually you solve the similar question previously. Means in previous question, actually you solve here f is 1, 1 and on to. But here you have to show that it is invertible. So no doubt, if the function becomes 1, 1 and on to both, it is invertible. So you can say that it is same question as you solve previous question. So if you that means you can do it if you are able to prove f is invertible. So here I skip that part. Only we have to find here the value of f inverse. Okay, are you agree with me? You can prove it is invertible in this question by taking 4 cases. Or all of you listen to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can very easily prove that it is invertible. Okay, so only we have to find the value of f inverse, how it is to be find. Okay, if you want to find the value of f inverse, so what step here you do? Suppose here you assume let m and n belongs to n union 0. N union 0 means whole number. So if you want here m and n are two numbers which belongs to this way, such that if you write here fn is equal to m, fn is equal to m. So here you have two cases as per the question given here. So fn is equal to n plus 1. So you can write n plus 1 is equal to m if uh, n is even. If n is even, and in second case here you have n minus 1 is equal to m if n is odd. So actually what you do in to find the inverse of any function, what step uh, uh, you should follow here in case to find the value of f inverse. So what you do, first you assume y is equal to fx and trying to find the value of x in terms of y. So that value of x is the value of f inverse. So in the same way, if you see that if n is even, no doubt, so n plus 1 is odd. N plus 1 is odd. So this implies if you want to find the value of n from this first step, so here you have n is equal to m minus 1. N is equal to m minus 1, but here m minus 1 becomes what? Odd. This m minus 1 becomes odd because n plus 1 is m, that is equal to m, and here you are written here n is equal to even. So if n is even, no doubt n plus 1 is odd. So m minus 1 is odd. So you can write n is equal to m minus 1 if m is odd. So in this case, you have this value as for odd, and for the second part, n is equal to m plus 1, and you can write here if m is even. M is even. So finally, you have the value of f inverse m as like that, m minus 1 and m plus 1 if m is odd, and here you have if m is even. M is even. So m is odd and m is even. So you have this type of number, and that value, if you that means convert again, this m is replaced by n. So you can say that the f inverse and f both are same. So you can write this is also equal to f. So the value of f inverse and f in this case are same. So in this way, you have the value of f inverse of any number. So in case of to finding the value of inverse of any function, only you have to follow the step y is equal to fx implies x is equal to f inverse of y, and in this way you can very easily find the value of